ZOBARIAN nights, it's ZOBARIAN dreams. Don't forget to write your own holy book, 'cause you know more than it seems.
ZOBARIAN nights, it's ZOBARIAN dreams. Don't forget to write your own holy book, 'cause you know more than it seems. I love my زوبر. إن الزوبر جميل جدا يا حبيبي. I pledge to always do my slavery part that is pushed on me by society, which is the work that gives me living wage, before I come here and do this extracurricular activity to fix my society. You have a responsibility to apply direct democracy on a daily basis. And it's never bad to have so many chefs in the kitchen, even if those chefs are younger than you, even if they haven't read as much as you, even if they don't have as much intellectual capacity as you, if they are not as smart as you, if they don't know all the angles, you can advise them, but they can take their own decisions. Just like you are a liberated person that can make your own decision, you have to try to liberate each other individual around you to make their own decisions, just like I'm trying to do to everyone around me. Never put in your head this idea that some other people don't know what's good for them. Because let's be honest, you don't know what the fuck you're doing in life. You don't know what's good for you. You think boomers know what's good for them? You think Trump knows what's good for him? Putin? You know, Sisi in Egypt? You think your mom knows what's best for her? You think your grandpa knew what's best for him? No one knows what the fuck we're doing on this planet. So don't tell me that some people just don't know what's best for them. There is another layer. Now, after talking about the world level, national level, state level, city level, and now work, college, and school, all these spaces can be democratic, but the most important level is the last one down here. Can you guess it? Let's write it in red. Now, this last level, which is very, very important, is home. Can we make our homes democratic? This is the most important level. Because from a young age, you should be teaching your kids how democracy is an important thing, and how much power do they have, and how much you don't know what's good for them. You know, at some point, Gen Z know what is good for boomers more than boomers know what's good for Gen Z. And we're gonna talk a lot. There's gonna be a whole chapter on how the whole conflict in life is not between rich and poor, but it's between generations, between old people and young people, and it starts at home. And I keep repeating again and again in my book that revolution starts at home. Where does revolution start? Revolution starts at home. When you revolt against your dad and mom and say, hey, I have the power to choose how my life should be. I can choose my major. I can choose what I want to study. I can choose where do I want to hang out. Where do I want to eat and go today? Which friends I can choose. Democracy at home is the most important level for the whole ZOBARIAN process. You as a parent, you have a responsibility to teach democracy to your kids. If they wanna go on a trip, you should give them options. Say that you have Disney World, you have NYC, New York City, to celebrate Zohran and Daddy, and then you have Hollywood, right? You can tell them, hey, each one of these is, this one is $20K because Disneyland is so expensive. This one is just $10K, and this one is $5K, and this one we will go here and there and there, and this one we will go there and there and here. No one has a vote that is higher than someone else. You wanting to go to New York City, you know, to see the lame statue, you know, doesn't tell you that your kids doesn't want to go to Disneyland. This is one of the things that is usually not communicated with kids at all. How much money do we have at home? And how many things can we do? How many trips can we have? How many loans are we trying to take for education? Maybe your kids doesn't want to pay for education. Maybe your kids doesn't even want to enter college, or maybe they just want to attend classes without paying as a point of revolt. You know, they want to hold tuition. Have you ever asked your kids if they want to hold tuition or not? If you are in a certain type of trouble financially, maybe let them know how much exactly, right? Maybe tell them what do you do at your work, and how much you get. And like, you know, I get exactly $2,000. $100 goes to the car payment, and $20 go here, and $30 go for food. Maybe you can teach them about financial planning from a young age. This is one of the things, the idea of gatekeeping. The one thing that we want to get rid of by direct democracy is gatekeeping. Every old person who already figured out life and they know how to live, they gatekeep. They gatekeep what they know from the younger generations. And it's always for their good. But what is for their good is actually for them to choose. Can you give your kids the universal basic income that the government could not give? Can you give them the child care? And can you give them complete freedom on their money? Where do they want to allocate it? Because we have so many laws in a household that tells you that you are in control of your kids' money until they go to a certain age. But that's fucked up, right? Like, until a kid is like 21, no matter like what class they are in, if you are in a working class or if you are rich as fuck, in both of these cases you are oppressed by your parents. They hold the money. They tell you if you are supposed to get that Ferrari or not. So in both cases, if you don't get the Ferrari, or if you don't get the cookie, if you are from the working class, in both of these cases you feel that you have no control. And you feel the same agony for not getting the Ferrari just as much of not getting the cookie. I suffered so much in my childhood, not because I couldn't get a cookie because I was hungry, but because I never had a choice in getting that cookie. The point is not to eat the cookie, the point is to have a choice of buying it or not. If the world is not gonna give universal income to you or to your kids, you should be responsible to give universal basic income to your kids. Let's say that you get $2,000 every month. About 200 of them should be to each kid, and the kid can use them in whatever they want. It is their money. You have no say in what they do with it. It's the universal basic income. That's how they will learn responsibility. The idea of democracy is that they will learn responsibility from a younger age. And they are not going to learn responsibility by getting hit on the hand for making a mistake. They should have their universal basic income not dependent on you. You cannot tell them if they are getting their pocket money or not, if they get a good grade. The UBI, universal basic income. Kids deserve universal basic income from you. Don't bring a kid in this world if you cannot provide a universal basic income that you have no control over, that the kids can spend it on whatever. If they want to run away from home, it's their right. It's the kid's right to try to live somewhere else. If they are just done with you, right? The kids, and again, I'm gonna talk a lot about that when we get to the chapter of youths, you're gonna love that. But every kid should have an opportunity to always run away from home and run away from the abuse of the older generations. Oh my God, I'm gonna destroy every power structure that I know in my life. Everything that I was told, oh my God, I distracted everything in, that nothing else is left. I eat power structures for lunch. Don't forget to destroy every power structure that you see. And don't forget, revolutions start at home, at the first layer. You know, your first oppressor ever is your parents. Both the working class and the bourgeois and the rich and poor people, both of these places are oppressed as fuck, because younger generations are always oppressed from the older generations in any class. So if you are a rich kid or if you are a poor kid, In both cases, you are oppressed. At the end of the day, if your dad or mom is oppressing you, you will have to have an awkward conversation. And don't try to run away from it. It will happen one day. It's better to happen now than on the deathbed. You know, your parents try to raise you when you are a kid, but at some point in your life, you will realize that you will have to raise them when you grow older. You have to teach them what is right and what's wrong at some point. Older generations fucked up, and it's time to fix shit. So Gen Z, rise up against the baby boomers and Gen X. And Gen Alpha, for Gen Alpha, try to rise against millennials. Our parents just look us in the eye. Go to your room. And you have no choice if you want to go to your room or not. Maybe when we grow up, we need to tell our parents that they need to go to their room. See you later.
ZOBARIAN nights, it's ZOBARIAN dreams. Don't forget to write your own holy book, 'cause
you know more than it seems.